Hello everyone. In this lecture, let's try to interface LEDs to our microcontroller at Mega 16. Let's get started. In this lecture, we are just going to build a simplest project of LED blink in our microcontroller at Mega 16. So firstly, we will build simulation circuit in the Proteus for simulating the project. Open the Proteus and click on the schematic capture icon over here. You can see this is the schematic capture tab, and here you can build circuit for simulation. For selecting the microcontroller and LED, click on the components mode icon and then click on this P to open the components tab. Here type in the microcontroller name Atmega 16. So now you got the microcontroller. To add this microcontroller to the device tab, double click over it. You can see the microcontroller is added to the devices tab, and we need LEDs, right? So type in LED and you can choose any one of the LEDs, either blue, green, red or yellow. I'm just selecting this yellow. Double click that. You can see the yellow LED is also added, and now click on OK to close the components tab. Now click on this Atmega 16, and now when you come into the schematic and left click the mouse once, you can see the layout of the IC highlighted. So when I click again, the IC will be placed. So in a similar way, place the LED also, and now we also want ground for the cathode of LED. For that, go to the terminals mode tab and click on this ground. In a similar way, place the ground also, and for connecting two terminals using wire, zoom into the connecting part, and when you go near a terminal, your mouse pointer will be highlighted. Just make a click over it, and when you move the mouse, you can see the wire is also coming along with your mouse pointer. Go to the other end of the terminal where the connection needs to be made, and you can see that end is also highlighted. So click on that. That's it. The connection is made. In the similar way, you can connect the ground to the cathode of LED. So that's all about the circuit. We will now see the programming part for blinking this LED. Go to the Atmel Studio 7, and initially we just want to make the PB0 pin of the port B as output, right? So from the previous GPIO configuration lecture, we know that for making a pin as output or input, we will be using the DDR register. That is, for making a pin as output, we just want to write 1 to the corresponding bit of DDR register. So we just want to set the PB0 pin as output. For that, we will be using DDRB register, and we will write 1 to DDRB0. So this will set, or this will configure the PB0 bit, sorry, DDB0. It is not DDRB0. This bit is DDB0. So this will configure the PB0 pin as output. And coming inside the while of 1, we are just going to build a logic for blinking that LED. For turning on the LED, we are just going to use port B register. As we know, we just want to turn on the LED. So I can write port B R equal to 1 left shift of PB0. So this will set the PB0 bit, or it will turn on the PB0 bit. And nextly, we are just going to give a 1 second delay using inbuilt function of Atmel Studio. that is underscore delay underscore ms. This is the millisecond delay function available in Atmel Studio 7. So for producing 1 second delay, we know the 1000 millisecond is 1 second. So I am giving a value of 1000 to this function. So this will hold the function for 1 second. So after 1 second, I just want to clear the PB0 bit, or I just want to turn off the PB0 pin. For that, I can write port B ampersand equal to negation of 1 left shift of PB0. So this will clear the PB0 bit and it will turn off the LED connected to it. So after that, again I am waiting for 1 second using the same delay function. You can see initially the LED will be turned on and it will wait for 1 second. After that, the LED will be turned off and again it will wait for 1 second, and after this delay, this statement will be executed as these 4 lines are available inside the infinite loop. So these 4 statements will be executed again and again until the program in the microcontroller is stopped. So now I am building this project using the icon provided here. I have made a mistake, that is I have replaced this slash with dot, that is why error was shown. Now the header is clear, so the programming is successful. Now I am going to the Proteus circuit, and for loading the program, double click the IC and click on this icon in the program file and go to the respective project folder of Atmel Studio, and inside the debug folder you can find this hex file. Click on that and click on open. And then here we cannot use an external crystal oscillator in simulation. So for simulation purpose, you just want to provide any one of the internal crystal oscillator of the IC. I am choosing that to be 8 MHz and click on OK. Now you can run the simulation using the play button in the left to bottom corner of the window, that is this one. Now when I click this, you can see the LED is blinking at a rate of 1 second. For uploading the program onto the microcontroller, firstly connect the USB ASP programmer to your PC through USB port, and then connect the JTAG connector from your USB ASP programmer to your development board. If you are not having a development board, or if your development board is not showing this JTAG terminal, you can directly connect the terminals of USB ASP programmer to your microcontroller pin nodes as per this circuit diagram, and you can build this circuit in a breadboard for programming your Atmega 16 microcontroller. After that, power up your development board using external 12V 1A adapter. Once you have done this, open the Program ISP software and choose the microcontroller required in Select Chip drop-down box. Then after that, you just want to check this Program Flash checkbox and then check this Program Fuse and Verify Flash checkbox. And then you just want to set the clock to external crystal oscillator in the fuse bits configuration. Go to the fuse and lock configuration bits tab, and here set the clock selection 3, clock selection 2, clock selection 1 and clock selection 0 to be 1. These 4 bits must be 1 for selecting the external crystal oscillator. And now click on this write and you can see the fuse bits will be loaded. Now click on the load flash icon Go to the respective project folder and inside the debug folder you can find this text file. Click on it and click on open. Click on this erase to erase the chip and then click on this auto button for uploading the program to the microcontroller. And the programming is successfully done. Now build this circuit to see the output in the hardware. You can see this is the output that I got in my hardware. See you in the next lecture. Thanks for watching.